Jarvis Hall. I am a new trainer here at the J. Welcome to Bootcamp with Jarvis. And today we're going to go over high intensity movements. So we're going to do movement for a while, take about 30-second rest in between. We'll get back at it. We're going to do this circuit style. I'm going to also going to make modifications for certain movements if you can't do that. Also for the equipment. We're going to use dumbbells. I'm going to have kettlebells. If you don't have any of that, just get 2 bottles of water and you can use that and that'll be your weight. All right, ready to get started. We're going to start off with a dynamic warm up. We're going to do necks from side to side, neck rotations. Breathing, smell the flowers, blow out the candles. You got it. You got it. All right, going to move the shoulders, get some rotations there. Feeling it. Also, don't forget to breathe. Reverse that movement. There we go. We want big circles there. All right. We're going to open up the chest. We're going to do some arm swings, bringing the chest open. Now we're going to get the spine rotated. We're going to start rotating the spine. All right. Next, let's do some hip circles. Let's bring it all around town. Bring it around town. All right, we're going to reverse. All right, then we're going to do some in-place marches to make sure that those hips are all open and mobile for this movement. All right, we're going to come here. Going to do some side bodyweight squats, breathing, chest up, sitting in the heels, breathing, breathing, breathing. All right, now you want to do some reaches. Let's reach, step, and reach. Step, and reach. Step, and reach. There you go. All right, you feel it all warmed up? I'll do it. Shake everything out. Shake everything out. All right, we're going to start with our first section, and this is going to be march or jogging and jogging in place. We're going to do that for the first one. The second movement are going to be, it's going to be the punches here. So we're going to be there. So for the people who want to challenge, we have dumbbells here for that. All right. And the next thing we're going to do are going to be the reverse lunges. So reverse lunges are going to be here. If you can't do that, just step back here and bring the leg forward. Same thing for the opposite side. Bring it here or squat all the way down. All right, we'll do those 3 movements at first. So we're going to start off with 30-second jogs, okay? Let's get ready, set, and go. Let's jog. Feeling it. Keep the chest up, breathing. There you go. You got it. You got it. And we're working. Halfway there. Let's go. If jogging is too much, just step from side to side. Make it aggressive, but you get the concept. All right. And rest. All right. We're going to breathe here. About 10 seconds before we go into our punches, okay? So 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. So squat and punch. Squat and punch. Squat and punch. There you go. All right, we're doing everything for 30 seconds. All right, halfway there. Breathing. And pause. There we go. Good job. Catch your breath. Let's not get too overwhelmed. We're going to go right into our lunges. So again, we're here. We're going to do 6 of these on each side. Let's go. 5, one more, and 6. Let's turn around to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to rest for about 30 seconds so that we can breathe, we can gather ourselves, and we can get ready to repeat those same movements for the next circuit. All right, breathing. We're about 15 seconds in, about 15 more. Let's get ready. Let's get focused to jog. I'm going to count us off in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Breathe. Breathe. That's it. Keep those knees up, chest up, hands by the side. There you go. Doing good. All right. 15 more seconds. Let's get it. Breathing. Yes. Let's go. 5 seconds. And cool down. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Breathing, breathing, breathing. You're still with us. You're doing great. We're going to go right into our punches. This time, I'm going to grab my weights. So if you want to grab your water bottles, this is a great time to do it. All right. And let's go. Squat, punch. There we go. Adding that intensity. Anytime you want to add intensity, you can do that. If you say, hey, Jarvis, I need to do this next round with no weights, then that's okay too. Just keep moving. All right. We're going about 10 more seconds. And great. Let's put those to the side. Resting for about 10 seconds to catch your breath. Smell the flowers. Blow out the candles. All right, now we're going to get ready to do our 6 lunges. All right, let's go. Hands here. Step to the side. Step back. 1. Counting the kicks. 2. There we go. 3, 4. Yes. 5 and 6. Turning here. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's getting hot in here, y'all. So that was 2 out of 3 rounds. We have 1 more round of those same movements, and then we'll rest and move on to the second part of our boot camp. Hope y'all are hanging in there. Get ready in about 10 more seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Getting this 30 seconds. You got it. Make sure you're breathing. There you go. Keeping your chest up. Keeping that energy high. You got it. That's it. Breathe. Check our time here. Got about 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take the 10 seconds. Breathe, breathe, and breathe. As long as you're breathing and you're mindful of your movements, you'll be okay. All right, we're going to get back to our punches. Let's go. There we go. Breathing. 30 seconds. There we go. Halfway there. Breathe, breathe. There we go. That's it. There we go. And time. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Quick breath here. And we're going to go in and do our lunges. To the side. Get ready and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That was our first circuit completed out of our exercise. So we have a couple of more circuits to do. We're gonna work different body parts. Breathe, make sure you get some water. I know I'm gonna give me some. So make sure you get some water and cool down and get ready for our second part. We got about 10 more seconds to get there. All right. Next movement, I'm gonna use the dumbbells, water bottles, whatever is gonna be the case. And we're going to do dumbbell shoulder press. So we're here, 1, bring it here, 2, that's the first movement that we're gonna do. The second movement we're gonna do are going to be bent over rows. So here, but we're gonna alternate the wrist supine, and we're going to make sure that we are flipping and alternating from supination, yes, to pronation. There we go. That's going to be the second movement. Making sure you got that. And then the last one, we're going to do dumbbell curls. So we're going to come here and do our curls. So we're doing a little bit more strength training on this one, okay? So let's start for our shoulder press. Bring the weights here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, we're gonna do about 30 seconds of these. These are lightweight. Make sure that you bend in the knees just a little bit and not locking the knees out, because you don't want circulation to fail while you're moving. So straight up, bringing it down. About 10 more seconds. Let's go. That's it. And pause. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we want to make sure that we're getting our elbows are relaxed and we're not bowing the elbows. We want them nice and tucked in a uniform manner over our head. Second movement are going to be our rows, our alternating rows. Let me turn to the side and let's go. Pull and pull, pull and pull. Leading with the elbows. Notice I'm leading with the elbows while I'm doing this movement. All right, about 5 more seconds. Here we go. Breathe in. And time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Now our last one is going to be our curls. All right. So we're going to come here and our lats up to the shoulders. Here you go. Breathing. Looking good. There you go. Breathe in about 5 seconds. All right, and time. Give yourself a round of applause for that one. We have 2 more sets to go, or 2 more circuits to go. So we're doing good. We're breathing. This is our 30-second break where we're making sure that we're catching our breath in between the circuit, okay? So breathe, 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 and focus. Starting back from the top for the shoulders. And let's go. All right. Breathing. That's it. That's it. Breathe. You got it. That's it. Squeezing those biceps at the top. There you go. You got this. Water bottles, whatever. We got it. And that's down for that one. We're going to rest for 10 seconds. And we're going to go right into our rows. Y'all still with me? You're looking good. I'm glad you're hanging in there. Let's keep going. All right. Let's go. Pull and pull. Lead with the elbows and pull. Looking great. That's it. Make sure that you're hinging and pull. About 5 more seconds. Pull. That's it. And down. Yes. Breathe, 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 breathe. All right. Make sure when you're doing the bicep curl for the next, you're bringing it up here and not slouching the elbow back and just bringing it here or doing a bicep curl anytime you're using biceps. All right, so we're going to come here. Now turn to the side. All right. That's a hammer curl. We're doing bicep curls here. Perfect. Breathing, chest up, controlled movements, not throwing the weight, using your body. That's it. 5 more seconds. Breathing, keeping the core tight, chest up. You got it. You got it. And down. There we go. We are using those muscles. We're breathing. Take this time again to get some water and to breathe and to recover yourself. So breathing through. This is great for the body. It's great for circulation. You're at the house. This is great. At the gym, we can knock it out. All right. I do believe that we have one more set of those. So we're going to go ahead and knock this out here. All right, there we go. Breathing. That's it. Good. There we go. Perfect. Looking great. 5 more seconds. There we go. And down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Again, we're going to do our rolls next, and then we'll just do our bicep curls at the end. All right, 10 seconds. And let's go. Pull. And pull. Let's go. Let's pull. Let's go. And let's pull. All right, about 5 more seconds. We got it. Keep going. Give it your all. And stop. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Remember, with this last one, we're going to do those bicep curls. And we want to make sure that we're squeezing that muscle at the top. Okay? And here we go. 1. There we go. Breathing, chest up, keeping those elbows aligned and not bowing them. Keeping them nice and tucked to the side of the body. Looking great. Breathe. Yes. That's it. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. There we go. We have successfully completed 2 of our circuits for our boot camp. So y'all stay in there. Again, make sure you're hydrating. Make sure you're consciously breathing and that you are using intentionality with your movements. All right. So rest here. Get that heart rate up. Okay, the next one is going to be, we're going to take this down to the floor. So get ready to get on down to the floor. All right. So here, we're going to do Arnold press, and we're going to do Russian twist, and we're going to do some mountain climbers, okay? So we're going to start here. This is our Arnold press. So together, out, up. Back down, together, out, and up. Again. Boom, boom, boom. All right? That's going to be the first one. The second one, you can use the dumbbell, and we can do Russian twist. Okay? We are using time with all of these, so be mindful of that. So with Russian twist, what weight you use. So if you're doing timed exercises, you may want to do the weight that's more comfortable, or we can always do body weight exercises. So that's always an alternative as well. And the last one we're going to do are mountain climbers. So that's here, here, here. All right, there we go. Here to here, bringing the knees to the chest, okay? And so we're going to use time for all of these, starting with the Arnold press. Let me move up a little closer for you. All right, and let's start. Out, 1. There we go. 2, and just making sure that these are the touch points, even though we're timing it. There we go. Have to breathe. There you go. Looking good. Pressing, breathing. It's a nice workout. press, and one more, and boom. That's it, that's it, that's it. Keep this weight here as we move, and we're gonna do side to side, side to side, keeping the chest up and twisting the core from side to side. Here we go. Good. About 10 more seconds. That's it. Chest up. And time. Good. All right. So for the last one, we're going to do mountain climbers. So we're here. If you need a modification for this, I would just hold the plank and then I will raise each foot up at one time, whatever's the most comfortable for you. You want to do that and you want to stay safe and make sure you're on a mat or some type of foundational floor so that you're not slipping all over the place. All right, so here we go. Gonna do our mountain climbers. Pressing, keeping the chest up. There we go. Pressing through the palms, keeping the chest up. There we go. We're breathing. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So these are going to be the 3 movements. Again, we're going to start back from Arnold press. All right. We're breathing. We're catching our breaths, making sure that we're ready for this next circuit. I hope y'all are keeping it up and jumping in when you can and taking a break and getting back in there because I know we're moving, but we're working. All right. Weights up and let's go. Breathing. Press. That's it. There we go. Nice form and control. Breathing. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Breathing for a second. We're going to go right to the Russian twist. Again. Here. Let's go. That's it. Jump in there. Jump in there. That's it. Make sure your chest is up and you're breathing. That's it. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to get ready for our mountain climbers. So come here. Let's go. Bring the knees up. Pushing through. There we go. We want this to be a good movement. And we're breathing. There we go. Come back to the front. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All righty. Let's take us a break here. And we have one more round of this circuit. So just get some water again. Stay hydrated. Stay mobile. Take as many breaths that you need to, as often and as long as you need to. All right, you ready? Let's go and finish it out. Weights up and let's go. Breathing. That's it. Yes, woo is right. Let's go. Pushing. We're pressing. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Breathing, breathing, breathing. All right, we're going to do our next one is our Russian twist, and then we'll get right into the mountain climbers. All right, let's go. Breathing, that's it. And you can lean back as far as you want to make it more difficult, or you can sit upright and make this more easy to get through. So, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, I'm going to take a little second and get ready for our mountain climbers. All right, let's go. Let's get to it. There we go. We're pressing. That's it. There we go. You got it. All right. Breathing, 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 breathing. Okay. Want to take a little minute to catch our breaths here. Want to take about up to a minute and 30 seconds just so that you can recover. We've been doing a lot. We started out the gate. We really started off really strong. And we want to make sure that we're pacing ourselves now and not overexhausting ourselves and that we're still sticking to our movements. All right, you got this. Just breathe. Also, this is important to make sure that you're monitoring your water intake while you're working out and while you're not working out as well. In the wintertime, we tend not to hydrate as often as we're reminded into the summertime. So make sure during this winter that you're hydrated, you're keeping track of how much water intake that you're taking in so that you can make sure that you're nice and fueled for your workouts. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it back up, y'all. We are going to do some kettlebell swings. I want to bring this up here. Let's go. Let's go. We got this. We're gonna do some kettlebell swings, and what most people I think really don't understand but I'm gonna explain to you, make it really simple. Is that with a kettlebell swing is nothing more than a hinge, okay? So you want to make sure that you're hinged over and you bring this back and through. You see my back is straight, you thrust the hips up. So most people would take it here and bring it all the way up, which is another exercise. It's not a kettle swing. You want to make sure that you're thrusting the hips and using the hamstrings as the propeller for this movement. So we're going to do kettlebell swings. So here, thrusting the hips, boom, bringing it between the legs, keeping the chest up, back straight. So that's a kettlebell swing. All right. The next thing we're going to do are going to be weighted shoulder taps. So I'm bringing it here and I'm bringing it over here. Bringing it here and I'm bringing it over here. Okay. So that's going to be the second movement. And the third one, we're going to do alternating kettle swings. So we're going to bring the weight here, grab it at the front, switch here at the top. Okay, because these are going to work on compound movements as well as coordination. All right, so let's start our first 30-second swing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 3. There we go. A nice swing. That's it. Make sure your arms are just hangers. So your arms are not really propelling. It's more so the hips and the hamstrings. And you're using this pendulum-like movement to make sure that you're thrusting and using the weight properly. Okay? All right. That was the first one. The second one, let's use our side to side. All right? You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this. This could be a pillow. This could be a bottle. This could be whatever object that you can lift over your head for 30 seconds at a time. Working those biceps, working that back, getting the whole shoulder girdle really conditioned. All right. And breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's take a break here. And again, we're going to do alternating kettle swings. So we're here. We'll bring it, boom, bring it just up front to the side. Here. There we go. And we're breathing. There we go. Coordinating, switching at the top. There you go. That's it. This is 15 pounds here, but of course it doesn't have to be that heavy for you. but this is a good one. Alternate those dumbbells or water bottle if you have that. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job. That was our first set of 3. Okay, we have 2 more of those. So breathe, 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 breathe. Remember the kettlebell swing is a hinge at the hips, and you're thrusting the hips. Okay, let's get ready for it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Thrusting. There we go. Swinging. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good job with the kettlebell. All right. Now we're going to get into our taps again. Okay. So from here, overhead, make sure you're using thrust up, control down. Okay. All right. Here we go. Up. There we go. Controlling the weight. That's it. Good. Nice and easy. There we go. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Be here with me. All right. That's the last one. Let's do these kettle swings. Alternating. There we go. Thrusting that hip. Controlling. Thrusting the hip. There we go. Can speed it up for intensity. You can slow it down for control. All right. There you go. That's it. That's it. Breathing. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have one more round of that, and that's going to conclude our circuit. All right, we're breathing, making sure you're still with me. As you sip some water really quick, you got the form, you know the movement. So the first things, those kettlebell swings, and let's go. There we go. Again, you can speed this up for intensity purposes, or you can keep it at a nice speed here, making sure your form is there. You're feeling comfortable. There we go. That's it. Let's work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Awesome. Over our head to our shoulders. Is that third? Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Press. We got it. Fight for it. Fight for it. There we go. You got this. Pressing. Pressing. Breathe. Breathe. Use your core. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, 10 seconds to cool down. And we're going to go into our alternating swings here. And then we're going to start a cool down. All right? We start off with dynamic movements, but we're going to cool down with static stretching. Okay? And alternate. Let's go. There we go. Press. That's it. Here you go. Hustle, hustle. Keep the flow. Keep breathing. That's it. Looks great. That's it. Awesome. That's perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Give yourselves a round of applause for finishing all of those rounds of circuits. This is great. This is great movement. It's great upper body, lower body, very good balance, control, coordination. You've knocked all of those things out. Be so proud of yourself. Now, I want you to hold yourself. I want you to twist, hold, and breathe. Come up here, twist, hold, and breathe. Doing great. All right, we're going to grab the middle of our back and we're going to bring our elbows over like so. Breathing, breathing, breathing. All right, you're going to bring this arm here, up and over, stretching out those triceps. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Going to bring everything down and hold. Bring the head down. We're going to raise one arm up to the ceiling. Really pushing through those heels and straightening out those legs. All right, going to come to this side. I want to raise this arm. Breathing. Don't forget to breathe. It's so important to our mobility. All right. You can either grab a chair, or if you don't, you can squat down here, bring the knees here. You can be in a chair doing this. I recommend using a chair or where you're sitting at a 90-degree angle. All right. Also, you can use that to stretch over here, reach, bring that back over, stretch here, and reach. All right, we can take it on down to the floor. All right, so we're going to cross here, bring our bodies here, reach over, Hollywood, on a Hollywood poster here. All right, switch your legs here. Turning the head, breathing, 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 breathing. All right, we're gonna take our legs, just shake them out. Our arms, good job. Again, thank you for joining me today for this virtual boot camp. Hope to see you at the J.